Okay, so this was the thing that pushed me over the edge with really getting serious about going natural and jumping into Young Living, right? So when I started with essential oils, it was really about this emotional piece of dog training and trying to help with um, issues of separation, distress, dogs that were concerned about being left home alone, abandonment issues, traumatic issues, and things of that nature. And they clearly work for that, right? Um, but I never really started using them for myself. Didn't really think I had a lot of emotional issues, although I later figured out that I was holding on to some stuff that I did not realize I was holding on to. But as I started looking at family members, not that live with me, but friends and family members that are part of, our lives, and they were getting not only old, but really aging poorly and having all sorts of health issues, and also seeing our dogs die really young in general, right? We'll, in the nutrition discussion, we'll talk more about that. The fact that really our dogs are having a reduced lifespan versus turning that around and seeing their lifespan increase. And that has a whole lot to do with nutrition as well as this chemical toxic load, toxic burden kind of thing that is something we all really need to pay attention to. So as I started trying to step back and say, what can I do for my dogs and what can I do for myself that's going to help improve quality of life as we age, and ideally help reduce and lessen the risk of some serious issues coming about, even though I see them genetically in the family, what can I do? And one of the biggest answers that kept coming at me was reduce the harsh, toxic chemical load that we are all exposed to every single day. And for me, it became about really understanding that. And once I got it, I went into the kitchen and into the laundry, and every cleaning product in my house got tossed outside. Just it was eliminated in one fell swoop. Now, not everybody can do that, right? Not everybody can do that, but I think you can. And I think it's a far more affordable thing than you realize. But I purged every cleaning product that was there. And then as I ran out of shampoo and deodorant and toothpaste and whatever else I use in the bath and beauty products, it all got replaced with a Young Living product. So some of you might not realize that Young Living does have cleaning products for the kitchen, really for every room in your house, laundry soap, bath and beauty products, shampoo, toothpaste, and so on. I use Young Living's household cleaner in the kennel building, right? I use it to clean the kennels and the floors and the walls. The walls out there have a aluminum covering, and just keeps everything a lot cleaner and a lot less smelly than drywall, right? Should there have been an explosion. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So we clean all of that kind of stuff with the Thieves household cleaner, and it's very economical and very safe, very pet friendly to all of us. So what are the big aha moments that led to this? And this, this fact that we are all exposed to a lot of chemicals and problems all around us every single day. So some of you may have heard, but I'll share for those that are new to this, that you and I as the average woman, we are exposed to a variety of harsh, toxic chemicals in our everyday life, right? There are over 84,000 industrial chemicals used in household products. 84,000, not in every single product. That's not what I'm trying to say, but look at the span of products that we have, and there are industrial level chemicals in there that we then bring into our home. There was a study done by an organization called NIOSH, and they tested 2,938 chemicals and found that of those, 884 were toxic, 778 caused acute toxicity, 376 were skin and eye irritants, 314 caused biological mutations, 218 caused reproductive complications, and 146 might cause a tumor. Do you really want those products in your home? Right? So we've talked about the dogs and the fact that they live naked in your home. Everything that you are exposed to, so are they. Some indications suggest that children, and I would extrapolate that to our pets, are perhaps absorbing up to 40 to 50% more of these chemicals than you are because of their time on the floor, right? Our dogs absorb it through the belly of their skin, through the pads of their feet, and through the wick action of their fur. Everything that lands on them or that they roll around on is being absorbed into their little bodies. And the fact that their bodies are so much smaller than yours makes that load a much greater burden, right? So we have these chemicals in our cleaning products. You have them in your laundry soap. You have them in dryer sheets. Dryer sheets are one of the most chemical-laden products out there. So let me just say this. I know that everything is a chemical. We are a chemical, right? We are a chemical compound. So we can't say that things are chemical-free because nothing really is. But when we talk about this, we are talking about those harsh, toxic, industrial issues, that chemicals that can cause harm, right? So they're in your shampoo, they're in your makeup, they have effects on us that can disrupt hormone production, can cause immune issues. They can cause things like a contributing factor to asthma. They can cause cancer. They can cause tumorous growths, cell mutation, nerve damage, blindness, sterilization. They can contribute to a faster aging process. They can contribute to how the brain functions. And all of this is a concern. If it doesn't put you back in your chair or on your heels and go, what am I exposing my family to, then this group is not for you, right? I want you to be worried about this. I want you to be so concerned that you go and you take everything out of your kitchen cabinet, your bathrooms too. If we think for a second that our pet products are safer than what's being labeled as a human product, we are fooling ourselves, right? I see every single day, dogs with health issues and health concerns that are contributed to the food they eat, contributed to the vaccines that we give them, the products that are going onto and into them for outdoor summer annoyance critters. All of these things burden the body. All of it burdens the body. And every single day I have people say to me, well, my dog's healthy. Yes, so were mine until at 6.5, he dropped dead. Right? That was one of my Great Danes. I lost him at 6.5 years old. And at the time, everybody said, that's normal. That's all they live. No, it's not. No, it's not. It doesn't have to be that way, right? I'm a firm believer that it doesn't have to be that way. And so my goal became, how can I do everything possible to fight what we as a society have been led to believe is the new normal, right? I want my dogs with me as long as they can be. And not only do I want them here, I want them active and healthy and thriving. Well, if I continued to burden their body with all of this stuff, they were going to be very unhealthy. And if I continue to burden my own body with all of this stuff, I was going to wind up in the same situation that I saw a lot of my friends and family members dealing with some very serious health concerns, to which it was too late to take a lot of other action. Okay? So super important to me to start trying to eliminate this harsh toxic burden, this harsh chemical burden from our daily lives. Can we eliminate everything? No, because the world's full of it. But at least for the time in my home and in my yard and my car and wherever else we're going, I want to eliminate everything that I can. If I can get into this elimination and replace it with safer, healthier products, then boost the immune system, right? Get the body as healthy as it can be. Then when it's exposed to other chemical load elsewhere that I have zero control of, ideally it can fight better. It can do a better job, right? So super important for you to recognize that the products in your home might be contributing to your own aging and the health at which you age. And it's certainly a contributing factor to your dogs, maybe more so than your own, because again, they're absorbing a lot more relative to their size. They're actually in your house longer than you are, right? You leave, right? You go outside and you're out of the home. So, but if they're there and you've got these plug-ins or fabric sprays or whatever, they're absorbing that all day, every day. When we use products like bleach, and I saw this just last week, somebody was using bleach to clean their deck and dogs running through it. It wasn't dry, dogs running through it. And the smell of it was so strong for me that it was almost overwhelming. The fact that I have been in this clean space for quite a while now, the more sensitive I am to those chemical fragrances and the way they hit my nose or the way they hit the back of my throat. They actually create a physical response now that I simply cannot tolerate. And the fact that I know for years I did tolerate it meant that my body had just sort of gotten used to it. And now that all that's gone, my body says, oh no, we're not going back there. You cannot deal with that. I can actually now pick up on synthetic fragrances in essential oils or in perfumes or all sorts. I've always had a problem with perfumes, even when other people wore them, or I would want to wear something that smelled really good and it would give me the worst headache. Even if it was just riding in the elevator with somebody, it was always like that. Now it is so many other places that I pick up on those synthetics and those fragrances that I can't cope with them. So I share this so that I want you to recognize that you need to go look. You need to look for all these chemicals. And I'm going to post in our group a little PDF that's beneficial for you to take a look at some of these stats and some of the effects of what many of these chemicals do to our bodies. Okay.